Good evening. Good evening, Got a Craft by Kim. Good evening, Got a Craft by Kim. How's everybody doing this evening? Yes, it is Tuesday evening, and I am live. Wanted to show you guys, well, first of all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. I'm doing so much better. Therapy has helped quite a bit. Besides, I'm doing some of the exercises that they give me at home, because if you don't, you won't heal. But only time heals. I appreciate it, appreciate it. So I'm doing better. But I'm still going to therapy. I still have some pain. And it's not every day. It's every other day maybe. But it's getting better and better and better. And Precious surgery went well. She's doing much better, thank God. So they're going to take the sutures out next week. Yes. So how's everybody doing? Let me see if I can find us. Yes. So, not doing much of anything. Just making a lot of posts. Doing a few things. I am going to start working on some centers for wreaths. But tonight I'm going to do this Cardinal wreath. It is the new oval board. Isn't that interesting? And it really comes out nice. UTIC in the Creek makes this board. Oh, excuse me. They make angel wings. They make a triangle. Excuse me. They make an open circle and a flat circle. But anyway, this is their latest one. I was anxiously awaiting to get one in the mail. And it is here. So what I am going to do is prep. I have actually prepped some of the ribbon already. I'm going to do the other before I get started. So I'm going to use 4 different ribbons. This one is white with little flowers. It looks like berries on it. And a plain red one. And then I'm going to use this cardinal one with this beige one. So, excuse me. I have finally completed my COVID shots. Yay, I got my booster a week ago. And my right ear, I can't hear too well in it again, but that's another story. So, anybody have allergies? If you do, you understand. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm using white mesh as the base, white deco mesh. And I cut the mesh at 18 inches. So I cut 20 pieces. So that's what we're going to be working with. The ribbon I cut at 13 inches. And if you see the rows, see if I can move this over here. On the board, they call the board, the oval board. They go all the way around. So I'm going to be doing every other hole. So it'll be here. Then I go on the inside and do the inside hole on the ones that I didn't do on the outside. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to be adding ribbon, and I'm going to be using chenille stems on this one. I'm not going to be using zip ties. So I did prep a little ahead of time. Yay! Trying to figure out where my little thing is coming in at. There we go. Should be one more. So this should be really pretty. I am going to do a couple of bows, just small bows. And the sign I'm going to attach, I took a picture of everything last night. This sign I'm going to put on it. Yup, Christmas wishes. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. ordered these scissors. I've had them for a minute. This is the first time I use them. And they don't seem to be as sharp. But we're going to. I guess maybe because I have a lot of ribbon inside. Right? So, this cardinal ribbon is so pretty. So I'm going to put the other ribbon on the outside. And I'm going to use this on the inside so that the cardinals can show up. Yep. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm doing my dovetails, as you know. We're going to take the ribbon and fold it in half. We're going to cut it from the closed side to the open end, and that's what produces your dovetails. Alright? Now we're going to do the plain. And I chose this plain one because so that the cardinals can really stand out. Yep. So again, cut the ribbon at 13 inches. And the mesh is cut at 18 inches and it's 20 pieces. So it's 23 going around. So it's 20 of them. So it's going to be 10 on the outside and 10 on the inside. Yep. I do not own the rights to that music. If you can hear it, unfortunately, it's on the right side of me. That's the ear I'm not hearing too good out of. So I can't hear it. But anyway, everybody getting ready for the holiday. I'm waiting for my invite. Yes, I am. Yep. Waiting for my invites. Yep, so nothing else is going on. Who's having a big turkey and all the family over? Yep, so if you watch this in replay, don't forget to like and share it. Yep, don't forget my YouTube channel. I put all of my videos, well, 80% of them are there as well. And it's Kim Beatty. Yep. So that's about it. Alright, so we're going to use chenille stems instead of zip ties. Generally, on the UTIC board, we use zip ties, but it's really easier when you're to use chenille stems. So we're going to start. This is the top. If you can see, I already put in a zip tie. So this is my hanging tie. But the rest of it is going to be chenille stems. So we're going to start on the outside. We're going to take the chenille stem and go up. So it's going to be like every other one. I'll show you in a second what I'm referring to. We're going to bring it up and give it a little twist. The next one, that's the outside. The next one is going to go in these two holes. So it's going to be folded in half. I'm just making sure I'm on the right side. I want to make sure my numbers are. Yep. Okay. So the next one is going to go on the inside too. So as you can see, it's like almost every other one. So those are for the inside. So the mesh is 10 inches in width, and the mesh roll is 30 inches. I'm sorry, 30 feet long. So I cut the mesh at 18 inches, So if I didn't use the whole roll, I have some left over. So we give it a couple twists. So outside, inside, outside. I have to hold this board up to go underneath it. So I'm just showing you how to load it with the chenille stones. I think I've shown how to load it with the zip ties. It's the same process. Sometimes you preload the board with the zip ties closed. That's just, it's like if I put a zip tie in here, I would just close it off. And sometimes you put zip ties in and you leave them open, depending on what type of petal you're going to use. Alright. So Thanksgiving will be here in a week, right? Wow. Interesting. I know families this year are going to go all out because last year we really didn't get together, right? The year before, I think it was, that we got together. But so this is what we're doing. We're going around, inside, outside, as you can see. So I'm hoping that the start of next year, I'll be able to do more classes live in real time. I was able to do one. I was supposed to do another one, but that fall just set everything back. But I will be trying to do more in the new year, God willing. Yes, yes. Yep. So now UTIC, those initials stand for Unique in the Creek. And she actually designed these boards, which are, they're different, but they do have the same function as a wire frame, but simpler. Yep. So my Etsy store is having a 10% sale. Yeah, I'm having a 10% off sale in the Etsy store. So in case you're interested, but you know, if you see something in the store and you're local, there's always things we can do about that. Yep. To avoid shipping. So the sale in the Etsy store goes until the end of the month. Yeah, I set that up so it could go until the end of the month. Yep. So something happened here where, oh, we got one more. Of course, they're already all accessible. Oh, so I got new shelves. They weren't enough. I needed shelves for my mesh, and because I had them in boxes, and they're not enough. And it's 4 shelves. But anyway, let's get started. We're going to do a regular old scrunch. Let me put this to the side, out of the way, if I can. So one of our members asked me to make some poinsettias flowers for her. And I'm going to come on when I start making them and show you how to make them. Excuse me. So here's my white mesh. Cut it 18 inches. And this is regular deco mesh. Okay? So we're going to start up here where the hanger is. So it's curled up, but it's going to be curled down. Like I said, we're going to do a regular scrunch straight down the middle. So that's curl up, the natural shape of the mesh. But we're going to do curl down. Alright, and just scrunch it straight up the middle. It's just like a little fold again. Just bring it to you. Bring it and bring the sides back. See how it's pleated? Yep. Move these out the way. And that's it. And you come up with a little butterfly or bow tie. Alright? And we're just going to sit that in the middle of that chenille stem and give it a good twist. We're going to twist it towards the outside of the ring of the board. Alright? We're not going to close it all the way because we're going to have to add our ribbon. Alright? So I pre-cut all the mesh again. Alright? 18 inches. And we're just going to scrunch it up the middle. And it's like a fold. A fold, if you can see. Or a pleat. And bring it around. You see how my fingers is bringing it all to meet? Scrunch. Or fold. And bring the rest to you. And you just straight down the middle. And you come up with that. Alright? So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both of them, inside and outside, as we go along. Because I'm not going to add the ribbon until the end. Right in the middle of that chenille stem. And we're going to bring that a little closer to the inside edge. Okay? To the inside of the circle. Alright? That's how that's done. And you just shape it and form it after you get it in. Alright, again, curl up. But we're working with our curl down to do our scrunch. And it's fold, fold, and fold, fold, and bring it around. Alright, straight up the middle to the end. And bring it in, and that's what you end up with. Alright. The next one is the outside one. And you'll see, this board is beautiful. I love this new board. They sell grapevine wreaths, which are the wood wreaths in oval. And this is like the first outside of the grapevine wreath in oval shape. Okay? Yep. So like I said, hopefully by the new year, we're going to start doing some more classes in person. I keep getting requests for the divas, and I do have an idea of a particular diva, so we're going to start doing that. Yep, and then we can branch out from that. Alright? You see how I'm pushing it up and pushing them together? I don't want any gaps. So that's how that is. I'll always take the bottom of the chenille stem once the mesh is in there and squeeze it so the mesh can stand up. Let me tie this one back up. Give it 2 twists. Yep. Alright. So I haven't been doing that. I had Precious had a follow-up appointment today. He had to actually re-stitch her because one of the stitches came really open. So he redid the whole thing. And he didn't do any anesthesia. He just did local. And she's healing really well now. Really well. Yeah, she went today. And he wants her back in a week. He believes he'll be able to take the stitches out then. So I'm giving it 2 or 3 twists of the chenille stem, and then I'm taking the end of it and bringing it around to meet the other end of the same piece of mesh and squeezing it. See how the mesh stood up? Yep. Scrunching it up the middle or folding it. You see how it folded? Grab the middle. I kind of shape it a little bit, and then I place it right in the middle of that chenille stem. Let me get this one little twist, because that one twist wasn't tight enough, so I did it again. So I twisted it twice. And we're just going to lay it in. And I kind of push it down in the middle, bring my chenille stem, and give it 2 twists as I push the mesh down. Alright, and it frays. I did not use a wood burning tool. I just used my regular rotary color. Now you could use scissors as well. Okay, yep. And again, as I said, every time I do a wreath, once you stop messing with the mesh, it stops fraying. But again, I also use E3000 spray to help it stop fray, so it won't fray as much. It gives it a little stiff feel. Or you can use any sealant. I've even heard of someone using hairspray. You know, because hairspray actually spritz. But I use E3000 because I didn't hear of the hairspray. I didn't even think of the hairspray, right? So I'm pushing it down. Now notice that I'm bringing those chenille stems towards the edge of the board. If you want to see how I got that mesh in there and I stretched it a little bit. And the inside one, I kind of go to the inner side of the board. Yep. This shouldn't take long at all. Straight up the middle. Move it out the way. Sit it in the middle. Just don't forget, if you have any questions, just feel free to inbox me, message me, make a comment if you're watching. Come on in and say hello. Yep. So we're supposed to have 70-degree weather on Thursday. Is that crazy? I just wanted to stay winter and get it over with. But it could stay summer for me, y'all know. All year round. Give it a couple good twists. Now I didn't cut them, y'all know, the chenille stem, because I'm going to add the ribbon to it. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. And you'll be surprised that it's still going to keep its oval shape. Yep. So we're halfway finished putting that mesh in. Again, Facebook, I do not own the rights to that music. Hold on tight to that middle. Move some of these over. Sit that right in the middle where you have it pinched. Push it down and twist. Give it a couple good twists. Yep. I can actually hear it a little bit. Oh, deaf me in one ear. And I tried to get an earlier appointment with my ENT, but I'm waiting. Look at that. I'm pinching it right in the middle. It looks like a little bow tie or a butterfly. And we're going to sit it right in the center of that chenille stem. I'm going to push it down. Give it 2 good twists tightly. And take the ends. Find that other end. And we're just going to kind of overlap. Alright, and take the other end and overlap it. And I'm going to go under the bottom and squeeze that chenille stem so it can stand up. How about that? Yeah, so I'm going to do the poinsettias live. I'm going to do a couple of them so you guys can see how it's done. They're really easy to do. I'm just waiting on my double-ended berries to come. What are double-ended berries? Double-ended berries, excuse me, are berries that have a wire in the middle and berries on each end. And that's what I'm going to be sitting in the center of the poinsettias. Although I have berries here, I was thinking about putting some on this because the sign has berries in it. But we'll see. I know I forget about putting my glue gun on. You see me overlapping and squeezing. Yep. Don't worry, we're going to have good coverage. Let me plug in my glue gun. I certainly wish we could have some music playing, but, you know, infringements. We don't want no trouble. Curl down. Yep. Mom is doing really good. She's doing fine. Up there's Precious. Right in the middle. That was inside. We're going to go outside. Let me get around here. Push that mesh down. Give it a good twist tight. Yep. Overlap. That's my security guard, Precious. If she hears something, she gonna let you know. Sure, you can hear her barking. Some of that ribbon out the way. Of course, my other buddy is down here, Max. I'm looking for Balti to sneak down here, tiptoes. That's, yeah. I want to make sure I have two good twists here before I put it in. All right, now we're going to sit it in the middle. You can see some of the fraying. On the mesh. Now, there's different types of mesh. You can use poly burlap, and you usually use a wood burning tool to cut that. This is deco mesh, poly deco mesh, so there is a difference. The other one has some, looks like burlap, actually, burlap fibers. Yep. And you do use a wood burning tool to cut that. Now that helps prevent it from fraying as well. That daisy wreath I did, that I posted, that is made from poly burlap. That wreath took some time to make, but y'all know I love doing this, so I love being creative and pushing that mesh down and giving it two twists tightly and overlapping the ends. Squeezing the bottom. That's coming out really good, huh? That would have been that'll be a pretty wreath for a wedding. Yep. I did send off, I made some silver starbursts, and the lady ordered 4 of them for her wedding. Yep, she has them. She said she loved them. They were posted silver metallic foil mesh. Now, as I went along, I could have added the ribbon, but I figured I'd do it this way so you can see how it's actually done, instead of adding the ribbon as I go along. Now, if you notice that this particular mesh, some of the mesh I've been using is curling up really curly, and this happens when you get to the end of the roll. It happens when it gets more narrow, so it gets more curly and tight. Yep. But it still has the same function. Set this in the middle. My other Chanel stem disappeared. There it is. Alright, I do not own the rights to that music. You know, it's funny though. When I wake up in the morning, I hear clearly. But as the day I'm getting these strings off. As the day progresses, I can't hear in the right ear. Isn't that funny? So I have 3 more pieces. 3 more pieces. Is that 1 piece? Yep. How about that? Can't count. So you see how curly that is? So I gotta hold it down. I counted too. Thought I had enough. Scrunch it right up the middle. You see I'm using my index finger to pull it and make it a fold. Yep. So it looks like I might have to cut 1 more piece. You'll get to see that. Once again, really easy. Pushing it down in the middle. Giving it 2 good twists. Hey, Connie. How are you? Yep. Uh-oh. How's your mom, Connie? Sit there right in the middle. Push it down. I'm still pushing it down. Now you see I brought that towards the edge so it has some edge coverage. Yep. Hey, come on in and say hi. I have 1 more piece. This is what it's looking for at so far. I have 1 more piece of mesh. Looks like I could only count to 19. And I needed 20 pieces. But that's alright. I never put it up unless one of my puppies borrowed it. But that's okay. So this is the mesh. And my numbers run from 1 to 23. So I'm going to take the end of the mesh and put it on 1. And you see I put it cross side down. And I'm going to cut it at 18, straight up the 18 line. That's it. Now, again, you could use scissors. You don't have to use a rotary cutter. But just remember, you have to spray this mesh when you finish with it. When you know you're not going to touch it anymore, except for hang it. Alright? Because it will fray. As you see, as I'm working. So here we go, down the middle. Fold. Bring it with your fold. And bring the other, use your other fingers to line it up. Fold. And we call this scrunching. A scrunch. So at the end, it's going to look like a butterfly or a bow tie. Okay? Now this is the last piece, so we're going to start adding the ribbon. Ouch. Push it down and give it a good twist. All right. And that's what it looks like before the ribbon. All right, I do have some prepared. I have it all cut, but I'm going to put these on the outside. Now remember, I folded them. Make sure it's in half. So we're going to put these on the outside. And I'm going to put the 1 inch to the edge of the 2.5 inch. All right. I see some of my, it's in the way just a little bit. See if I can put it over here for a second without grabbing other things like more mesh. Let me move that out the way. Let me sit it over here for a second just so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so normally I would put it in the center when it's the same size, but since I'm using 1 inch and 2.5, I'm putting a 1 inch closer to the edge, and then I'm going to work it up the middle. Alright, that's it. And then I'm going to shape it out, and that's what it looks like before it goes in. So this is going to go in between the chenille stems. Alright, doesn't matter where I start. I'm just going to put it on the outside. And I'm going to give it a couple good twists. Because I'm going all the way around the outside. And I'm going to cut it off. Yep. I was just thinking about something. I didn't know if I wanted to put something else in here. But I'm not. I might put some berries. Glue some berries on top. I might. Alright. I know I play with this a lot. These ribbons. When I get them on. When I should finish and then mess with them, right? But that's alright. But that's what it's going to look like. Alright. I know I keep saying I'm going to get a bigger table. I'm afraid to get a bigger table because I just have more junk on it, I think. Well, not junk. All of my the table beside me is so full of stuff. So I'm gonna these are going on the outside. The cardinals are going to go on the inside. Alright, so you want to cut and then you want to tuck. Because you know, ooh, excuse me, that chenille stems have wire. And you wouldn't want anybody to get hurt on the wire or poked. Right? So we just scrunched it up the middle. I like to play with it a little bit so it can look, and then place it in the middle of that chenille stem and give it a couple good twists. And then cut and tuck. So we should have 10. My nail is catching the ribbon. I think I have something over here for it. Look, a sander I'm going to use on my nail. just to get that so it won't catch the ribbon anymore. Alright, we should be good. So it's getting close to the holiday. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm still waiting for my invites. I'm gonna keep saying that, y'all. Who's turkey and chitlins? No, I'm teasing. Who eats chitlins anymore? Probably a lot of people. I know I used to go a mile for a chitlin when I was younger. Not anymore, though. You know. Yep, so maybe towards the weekend. No, I still have. I'll make the announcement when I'm going to go live with the points, making the poinsettias. Because like I said, I ordered the berries for the middle. I'm not sure when they're supposed to come, like in a day or two, but who knows for sure. Yep, I don't like this kitchen. I have all my other ribbon up here. I'm still trying to move it out the way. Alright, can you see it's coming along? Yep. Now this is just the outside. I'm going to put those the cardinal ribbon on the inside. Yep. Today is Tuesday. I am going to R&R tomorrow. I've been so busy. Appointments, therapy, Precious at her surgery. So tomorrow I'm just going to bum out. Finally, after a few weeks of straight. You know, this is the time of year for my annual physical, mammogram. So, been very busy. Now it's time to relax. One day, right? Back to therapy on Thursday. So things are looking up. I read today that the feds or federal government is trying to get the facilities to open up 100%. I don't know. Well, see, I'm into that kind of stuff because, you know, my mom is in a very, very, very lovely place. That wasn't the right place, y'all, for this one. Y'all should have told me, that's not the right place. Let me untwist it. Because they're going on the outside. And that was an inside one. Strictly outside for these two. No, you should have said, no, Kim. That's inside. But that's okay. I caught it. So I am working. I think I have 2 more for the outside. And then we're going to put the cardinals inside. This just gives it a little flair. For the outside, instead of having the same ones in and out. I said, let me do something really cute and different. I like that this ribbon right here with the little berries on it. Isn't that cute? Yep. So I have 1 more for the outside. And then we're going to move inside. I do not own the rights to that music. Scrunch it up. Alright, let's move inside. Let me get this other ribbon together here. So far so good. Now listen, this oval wreath, you can hang it the sideways or you can hang it up and down in its natural shape. Alright, let's do this other ribbon. Here's the other one. We're going to put the cardinals on top. Alright. Get these out of the way. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I was thinking about adding maybe a cardinal right at the top of the sign. We'll see. Nope. I have a couple cardinals. Let me move this over. Ain't they pretty? What's the saying? Is it butterflies or cardinals? Somebody's, I don't know. It was some kind of saying about cardinals. So I'm folding it in half because I'm making a line for my scrunch up the middle. Yep. Get these out of the way. Look at that. Yep. And these are the same size. These are 2.5 inches in width. And again, I cut them at 13 inches. And we're going to do the same thing with these. But we're going to put these on the inside. And then we're going to make 2 small bows, add our sign. Alright, let's get these on. Yep. Same scrunch. Let me show you one more time. That way you can see me. That fold in the middle, and they're the same size, so I don't have to stagger them. And we're just going to go right up the middle. Right on that line where I had it folded. And that's what it's going to look like going in. Okay? And we're going to put them on the inside. So it would be in between the other ones that are on the outside. Give it a couple good twists. Cut them off. I don't think if I put berries on here, you're going to see them. So we're not going to do that part. And we're going to spread them out as usual. Show you how that looks. Then we're going to keep on working. Alright, so that's how that's going to look. Alright. Yes, yes. It's going to be right up the middle. Hey, it's going to be 70 on Thursday. We're having a... I just was thinking about that again. 70. And then it's next week, Black Friday. I know the merchants are happy. People are out and about. And shopping like never before. This is going to be a huge Christmas. Yes. People are decorating already. Their trees. Excited inside. Outside. I used to do big lights. Outside on my awning. I still do inside though. But I just like that this spirit. I decorated last year as well. Inside, put my little, got a little $5 tree from one of the stores. That's a white little tabletop tree. Put that in. Sure did. This year, people are really. I'm not going to be surprised if you see more lights than ever. I'm hoping I can get to take my mom out to see the lights. They usually take where she is. They usually take her out to go see the lights in South Philly, which are always spectacular. Yep. But I hope if they're not going to, I'll be able to. I should be. I mean, I'm taking her, meeting her at her appointments, so her outside appointments. So, yes, I am. So yeah, y'all know I'll be playing with this ribbon for a day and a half, right? Just so it can get so bright. But no worries. Going to get our sign. I did put the attachments on the sign, so therefore I did all of that yesterday when I took a picture and posted it about the wreath we're going to do today. Yep. So again, if anything you'd like to see me do, please post it in the group. I'll be glad to show you how it's done. Yep. Be so glad and happy. Get my two Chanel, since I know I got a shorty in there, so I was just making sure that wasn't it. Yep. could not wait to get this oval frame. It is spectacular. So different. Yes, yes. I keep playing with the ribbon, y'all. But that's what I do. I'm going to stop so we can get this finished. And in the end, I don't know what happened there. We can, I'll take some sunny pictures because the sun is out in full force. When I made the other ones, it was raining. So, yep. Candy canes. I think I still saw some at the dollar store that you can get. And all you need is some yarn or some furry ribbon to wrap them. Add a little bow. Put it on your mantle. Hang it from, there it is, that little shorty. Hang it on your staircase. Look at the video that I did on it. The video's on my YouTube channel too, I believe. I put it up there. Or it's in the group. You can look at the replay and make you a couple candy canes. It'll probably be the weekend I hope to do those poinsettias flowers and show you how they're done. Yep. Almost there. We've got this one and one more. Then we're going to put our sign on. Add a couple bows. Oh, I think I learned how to make a really simple bow without the bow maker. I do have a couple treetop bows to make. Ugh. But I have to use the bow maker for them because they're going to be huge. Yep. So one more. We're going to add our cutie sign. We're not going to make a big, long, streaming bow. We're just going to make a two, maybe. Yep, that was it. So just a matter of playing with the ribbon, making sure the placement is right. And y'all know I post generally when I'm finished with the. Yep. Alright, so we're going to put our sign on. Look at that. It'll look. Alright, see how that came to life? Now we got a sign to put on. Let me find that's the top up there. We don't want to put it on upside down. It's going to go here. Alright, and then we're going to add a bow up top. One here. I think I'm going to put a cardinal on here in the middle of the bow. We'll see how that looks. But as of right now, I'm going to attach this sign, and that's what it's going to look like. Not crooked, of course. I already put my little things on the back. Sorry about the bright light. We're going to attach this sign. Oh, let me get me a couple chenille stems. So I need 4. And these little attachments are sticky on the bottom, but I add glue and then I secure them with more glue around it, and it just go right through. And of course, you got to give them a couple little twists. Yep. It go either way. It can go in that way as well. So it doesn't matter. Now I gotta find the holes on the board. Frame, board. Okay. That's the top. That's a pretty nice size wreath, isn't it? So I put them so far on the outside because of the ovalness, and I wanted to make sure that that's one. Gotta find another hole. I'm not good at this part, y'all. Not good at all, but I manage. Here's the other one. Let's make sure we got them. Oh, got my mat too. Where did it go? Come on through. And try it again. That's one. And I kind of put them through the mesh as well. There we go. Hey y'all, that was only the first ones. Haha. Bingo. That's one side. You see, I'm doing it towards the end because I am going to put a bow up top. So let me tie this a little bit. Now we're going to do the other. I see a hole. That's one. Let's see if I can't get the other one. Come on, hole. Work it out for me. I see it, but I just can't get it in there. That didn't sound right, did it? There we go. Now where'd the other one go? Poor me, y'all. Here we go. Now that was two. Don't laugh at me. Now we gotta do the other side. No worries. You said that's what I say, right? Move some of this ribbon. There we go. It's coming. I think it's time for an eye exam. No, I'm teasing. It is. It's yearly time. I don't want it to go all the way out there. I want it to go right here. Jeez. I think I got it. Alright, we're going to leave that there. And we're going to do one more. Hopefully it won't take me as long to do this one as it did that one. Guess you're saying the same thing. When are you going to find it? Now this time it wasn't hard. Got it. Alright, we're just going to twist that at the bottom. So that's what it looks like on the back. See how nice and smooth that is? Yep. You have to play with the ribbon. But that's the gist of it. Let me close that out. Alright, so we're going to put a ribbon up top. And then we're going to, I think that's all we're going to do to it. Put that ribbon up top. I'm going to take some pictures of it and post it. And you'll get to see the finished finish. I'll take the pictures tomorrow when it's really sunny, so you can actually see. And I'll have everything intact. You know, I've been messing and mashing, and I think I should add a, no, because it's enough cardinals on here, I think. But that's the gist of it. Look at that. I am going to put a bow right in there. Yep. I don't think I'm going to use the cardinal bow because it's a lot of cardinals, right? I'm talking about the cardinal ribbon. So I think I'm going to do some red and flowers. Alright. So I'm going to play with the bows. I am going to take some pictures. And I will post it. And I thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free. So I'm going to make the bow and attach it and play with this and hang it up and take some photos and post it in the group. Appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you see this in replay, like and share. And don't forget my YouTube page. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me. I'll keep you posted. Good night.